Sally Field is a Hollywood icon whose career spans decades, blending talent, authenticity, and emotional depth. Known for memorable roles in films such as Forrest Gump and Mrs. Doubtfire, she has consistently captivated audiences through both charm and sincerity. More than just an actress, Field represents perseverance, courage, and the power of storytelling rooted in truth. Her career demonstrates that success in Hollywood is not solely about glamour, but about embracing vulnerability, staying true to oneself, and conveying genuine human emotion. Sally Field's journey inspires audiences to value authenticity over perfection and to recognize that lasting impact comes from heart, talent, and integrity rather than superficial appearances. Early life and the spark of acting. Sally Field's love for acting began early, growing up in California with a mother who was also an actress. From childhood, she was drawn to performance, fascinated by the idea of bringing stories and characters to life. Her natural energy, curiosity, and charisma were evident, driving her to explore every opportunity in the arts. Her first significant role in the 1960s TV show Gidget introduced her bright personality and charm to a wide audience. However, despite her early success, Hollywood often struggled to see her as a serious dramatic talent, frequently typecasting her as a cute girl. These early challenges could have discouraged her, but instead they fueled her determination. Sally Field pursued training, honed her craft, and remained committed to growth. Her early journey reflects not only innate talent but also resilience, as she refused to allow industry skepticism to define her potential, laying the foundation for a career built on authenticity and versatility. Breaking through, Norma Rae, and the first Oscar Fields breakthrough came with the 1979 film Norma Rae, a turning point that showcased her depth and emotional range. Portraying a factory worker fighting for justice, she brought authenticity and raw human emotion to the role. There were no glamorous touches or artificial enhancements, just a character grounded in truth and lived experience. Audiences and critics were captivated by her sincerity, depth, and ability to convey courage and vulnerability simultaneously. Her performance earned her first Academy Award, transforming her public image from television star to acclaimed actress. This milestone was not only a recognition of talent, but also of persistence, preparation, and a commitment to emotional honesty. Norma Rae demonstrated that Sally Field's strength lay in portraying real people with integrity and heart, setting a precedent for the kinds of roles she would continue to choose throughout her career, ones that emphasized courage, authenticity, and the power of storytelling. Redefining Hollywood standards. With her Oscar win, Sally Field challenged Hollywood norms and expectations for women in film. Her career choices reflected a desire to portray complex, emotionally rich characters rather than conform to superficial roles or typecasting. At a time when female actors were often limited to stereotypical parts, she carved a space for authenticity, depth, and relatability on the big screen. Field demonstrated that a performer could be both approachable and extraordinary, able to embody nuanced human experiences without sacrificing realism. Her commitment to meaningful storytelling influenced not only her career but also audience expectations of female representation in film. By taking on roles that reflected moral complexity, social relevance, or emotional vulnerability, she elevated the standard for women in Hollywood. Sally Field's work encouraged viewers to connect with cinema on a deeper, more human level, illustrating that the most powerful performances emerge from authenticity, empathy, and a willingness to explore life's complexities. The moment that stunned the world among Field's many iconic performances One moment stands out for its unflinching honesty. In a particularly vulnerable scene, she stripped away all the usual Hollywood gloss. No makeup, no filters, just raw emotion. The power of this moment lay in its simplicity and truth. Fear, strength, and vulnerability were all visible in her expressions and movements. Audiences were captivated not by spectacle but by her willingness to reveal herself fully, presenting emotion in its purest form. This scene highlighted the transformative potential of authenticity in acting, showing that connection and resonance come from honesty rather than perfection. Field's courage in this moment reminded viewers that vulnerability can be a source of strength, creating a profound emotional impact and demonstrating that the essence of acting is not in appearance, but in conveying the truth of human experience. Authenticity over perfection. This defining moment in Sally Field's career illustrates her philosophy that authenticity outweighs the pursuit of perfection. Hollywood often prioritizes flawless appearances and curated images, but Field chose emotional truth instead. By embracing imperfections and allowing her humanity to shine through, she created performances that felt relatable, compelling, and enduring. Fans and critics alike praised her courage, recognizing the depth and sincerity in her portrayals. Field's approach exemplifies how acting grounded in honesty resonates more deeply than any visual spectacle. It teaches that vulnerability and openness foster connection between performer and audience. Sally Field's insistence on authenticity demonstrates that true artistry comes from embracing one's flaws, being emotionally present, and allowing oneself to be fully seen, creating work that is timeless, memorable, and profoundly moving. Lessons in bravery and vulnerability. Field's willingness to embrace vulnerability offers lessons that extend far beyond acting. She demonstrates that courage is not only physical or performative, but often quiet and emotional. Life, like the roles she portrays, requires honesty, openness, and the willingness to show one's true self. By embracing vulnerability, Field shows that emotional honesty is a source of strength, not weakness. Her career encourages others to embrace imperfection, to be authentic in the face of judgment, and to recognize that the most lasting influence comes from sincerity. Through her performances, she illustrates that vulnerability fosters connection, inspires empathy, and creates resonance. Sally Field's example teaches audiences that courage is intertwined with emotional truth, and that embracing humanity fully is one of the most powerful ways to lead, perform, and live meaningfully. The courage to inspire. Field's approach to acting models a broader form of courage, one that resonates beyond film. By consistently choosing roles that demand honesty and emotional openness, she demonstrates that influence comes from integrity and presence rather than spectacle. Her performances encourage audiences to confront their own vulnerabilities, to express themselves authentically, and to understand that real power arises from being genuine. This courage is instructive for both aspiring performers and everyday viewers, showing that bravery manifests in emotional transparency as much as in action. Sally Field embodies the idea that authenticity can inspire, transform, and connect people across generations. Her example underscores the importance of standing firm in one's truth and using talent, heart, and emotional intelligence to influence, lead, and create meaningful art. Life beyond Hollywood. Even as she has matured into her 70s, Sally Field continues to select roles that reflect depth, humor, and emotional resonance. She prioritizes projects that allow her to explore the human condition, avoiding shallow or purely commercial work. This demonstrates a career built on substance, integrity, and artistic discernment rather than transient fame. Her choices reveal a thoughtful understanding of storytelling and a commitment to meaningful representation, ensuring that her influence extends beyond any single performance. Field's continued relevance in Hollywood underscores that longevity in acting comes from staying aligned with personal values and artistic vision. Her career reflects the importance of choosing authenticity over conformity, a principle that ensures her work remains powerful, relatable, and respected across generations of audiences. The power of truth in storytelling central to Field's career is a dedication to truth in storytelling. Whether portraying dramatic roles, emotionally complex characters, or candid real-life appearances, she prioritizes authenticity above all. Her performances resonate because they capture essential truths of human experience: resilience, vulnerability, courage, and empathy. By presenting characters with honesty and integrity, she transforms storytelling into a vehicle for understanding and connection. Her work demonstrates that the impact of a narrative is amplified when it reflects genuine emotion and lived experience. Through this commitment to truth, Field teaches that artistry is not measured by spectacle or visual perfection, but by the ability to convey real human experience, making her work enduring, inspiring, and profoundly moving. Inspiring audiences through example. Sally Field's journey serves as a guide for viewers beyond her cinematic achievements. Her life and work exemplify perseverance, integrity, and the transformative potential of honesty. She demonstrates that success is not merely about recognition or fame, but about influencing others through authenticity, courage, and emotional depth. Field's choices encourage audiences to embrace vulnerability, stay true to themselves, and understand that personal and professional growth are intertwined with character. By living authentically and performing with sincerity, she inspires meaningful connections, teaching that true influence stems from emotional honesty and ethical presence. Her example shows that embracing imperfection and human complexity can leave a lasting impression that transcends conventional ideas of success. Emotional resonance and connection. Field's performances create emotional resonance by presenting characters and experiences with truth and depth. Audiences feel connected to her work because she does not shy away from portraying flaws, struggles, or vulnerability. This ability to connect deeply is a hallmark of her artistry, allowing viewers to empathize with the characters she embodies. Her talent lies not only in acting skill, but in the humanistic approach she brings to every role. Sally Field's work illustrates that storytelling is most powerful when it fosters understanding, emotional engagement, and reflection. Through sincerity, openness, and emotional clarity, she transforms performances into experiences that linger with audiences long after the screen fades, demonstrating the enduring influence of honesty in art. Legacy of bravery. Sally Field's career is a testament to courage, both on screen and in life. She has consistently chosen roles that require honesty and vulnerability, modeling how bravery can manifest in subtle emotional ways. Her influence lies in demonstrating that strength comes from authenticity, resilience, and the willingness to face judgment while remaining true to oneself. Her example extends beyond acting, inspiring audiences to embrace their vulnerabilities and prioritize integrity over superficial achievement. By choosing truth over perfection, Field has created a legacy that emphasizes the power of sincerity, courage, and emotional openness, leaving a blueprint for authenticity that resonates across generations and contexts. Enduring relevance. Even decades into her career, Sally Field remains a vital presence in Hollywood. Her enduring relevance is a result of talent, wisdom, and the ability to evolve while staying true to core values. She continues to select work that reflects her artistic vision and commitment to human truth. This consistency and discernment ensure that her influence is lasting and meaningful, demonstrating that longevity in any field depends on integrity and self-awareness. Field's ongoing contributions remind audiences that success is measured not only by accolades or recognition, but by the quality of one's impact, the authenticity of work, and the ability to inspire others through genuine presence and emotional truth. Conclusion: the legacy of Sally Field. Sally Field's story embodies authenticity, courage, and the transformative power of truth in storytelling. From early struggles in Hollywood to award-winning performances and emotionally raw moments, she has consistently demonstrated that vulnerability, integrity, and honesty are sources of lasting strength. Her ability to connect with audiences stems from revealing her true self, unfiltered and unembellished. Field's legacy is not measured merely by awards, but by the profound influence she has had on generations of viewers, modeling bravery, authenticity, and emotional openness. Her life and career stand as a reminder that the bravest act is to embrace one's true self and share it with the world.